we're gonna find out who is the real BMF, because I already challenged him in the first 10 seconds of the fight. I'm gonna point the ground, and we'll see what he's going to do. I will be in the middle of the octagon, so let's bang, bro. If you're ready, I was born ready.
I'll be in the middle of the octagon trying to give the fans the best start to a UFC fight in history. When you hear this as a fight fan, it gets you all jittery, and you go, okay, these dudes about to get down,
And if he stays in the middle, I promise I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna take his head off. I prepare myself for that.
He's now telling Max, who does nothing but stand up and trade with people. The entire idea of come meet me right here and trade with me was done by Max when he reached down onto the octagon floor and drew a line, like it was a line in the sand, and tells Justin Gaethje, come cross that line, come step to the line, of which Gaethje did, and they throw down.
There's points and ways and reasons to do that, and and I saw an interview of him saying that bring the last 10 seconds to the first 10 seconds of the fight, which is his fight IQ might not be there, but his athleticism and his power and strength is there, but might be lacking a little bit in his fight IQ. So after saying that, I was like, brother, you gotta go work on your brain, my guy.
Oh, well, of course he would love for Max to just point at the floor, and then then there's, because we know Ilia's got great hands, right? So he would love to just stay in a boxing range. That's where he has his chance of landing a big shot, even though Max has got an incredible chin. But I don't think Max is that silly.
That's one of the things we're gonna find out,
right?
If he's the BMF or he's a pussy like everyone who is predicting that I'm going to lose to Max Holloway.
Guys, this is clearly a ploy by Ilia Topuria. It's a ploy. This is a ploy. And when you dig a little deeper into it, he's flat out challenging Max Holloway, and challenging Max Holloway in a way that you and I know, as friends of Max, as fans of Max, that he probably cannot resist the urge to go out there and just go, I'm going to smash this dude. But at the end of the day, it's a ploy by Ilia Topuria, because isn't Max the guy that's supposed to fight in this fight smart and maintain range? Because it seems pretty common knowledge that if Max Holloway stands in front of Ilia Topuria, he puts himself in danger. But Ilia saying, I want you to do with me what you did to Justin Gaethje. He's challenging him in a way that Max Holloway may not, or at least Ilia is hoping Max Holloway isn't able to resist the urge to say, okay, I'm Hawaiian, I'm a fighter, I'm a dog, just like you're a dog, let's do it.
We see it happens. If he does it, I mean, how can I put back? How can I step down from that? That'd be a fun one. But like I said, we see what we see. I never ever saw him even have a moment like that with anybody yet. So to do it against a guy who loves to do that, and I mean, we see, man. I can't say too much. I'm excited that he says that kind of stuff, because October 26th couldn't come soon enough. The time is flying by, and I can't wait to test him.
Topuria is telling Max, he's challenging Max to do the one thing we know Max is going to do. And when Max does it, he's now answering to the boss. Topuria has made himself the boss, the master, if you will. Do you see where that's beautiful? I mean, do you really see where that's beautiful? Now think about it from Max's standpoint. Max doesn't have a lot of options here. He can accept that challenge, or he can refuse the challenge. But what if he does refuse the challenge, but it's what he actually wants to do? Now, if he does it, Topuria's got him thrown off his game. If he does do it, Topuria's pulling his strength. Are you with me on this? Do you understand?
I'm sure Max is looking at that, being like, yeah, I believe that you think you have to fight that way, the only way to beat me. Where Max is probably thinking, I can beat you in many different ways. But Max, being Max, he's probably going to be winning and still do the same thing anyway, which would obviously play into Ilia's game,
And still, there's no chances for Max. Forget about it. The only thing I'm praying every day is that I want him to show up, because I'm gonna do the rest. We already know who is the world champion. We're gonna find out that I'm the BMF also.
And I understand why he has all the hype, and I get it. I really do. You know, but the last time I checked, you know, people gotta do fact checks. You know, when I was his age, I think I had a title defense already at his age. So, you know, there's levels to this, and I can't wait to go out there and remind people.
Every time I see him fight, it's like everyone really is gonna be like surprised when I'm gonna knock him out, because I see him like such an easy matchup for me. I don't know, to be honest. I bring a fight style that no one has and no one had. So I'm just improving the game. I'm just the new face of the game. I'm telling you, it's just a matter of time that everyone will realize that.
I mean, it is what it is, you know. If that's what it takes, and that's what it needs to keep him confident to get to the fight, then so be it, you know. I don't take nothing personal. It's just business. A fight is a fight, you know. And then if he's gonna talk that way, he's gonna talk that way, you know. The beautiful thing is we get to find out come October 26th, and we're days away from that, a week away from that, and I can't wait. He talked his talk, I talked my talk, and our talk will be done October 26th. We get to see who gets the last lap.
Max, do you think you are going to win? We're gonna find out October 26th. We're gonna find out October 26th. Max, what's your surname? We're gonna find out October 26th. Like, everything I understood from that conversation was we will find out what's gonna happen on October 26th. I already know what's gonna happen on October 26th. I don't need to wait till that day.
But for Topuria, his self-belief is amazing. And you got to understand, like, that is what sets him apart. That's why he has been so successful.
He never faced El Matador. He never faced someone like me. Never. We had one opponent in common. What he couldn't do in 75 minutes, I did in 7. He has 7 professional defeats, I have 0. He's the challenger, I'm the champion. That's why I know that I'm gonna knock him out.
I mean, that's great reason to be. I'm not gonna fight with him. I'm not gonna argue with him. He has a great reason. He can believe what he believes. October 26th, those octagon doors close and we get to find out.
Yeah.
If you don't truly believe that you can beat this man, if you truly don't believe, you know, then you ain't gonna beat him. That's why they used to say in boxing in the old days, you could win and lose a fight on the scale. You know what I mean? You'd see him on the scale and you could win and lose that fight right there. Get in his face, you could put a little bit of doubt in there. And if the opponent doubts himself, then you're off to the races. You're gonna win that fight.
Let's go. I'm so excited. I don't have any doubts that I'm gonna knock him out. So if he stays in the middle in the first 10 seconds of the fight, we're gonna see the fastest knockout in the UFC history.
Topuria truly believes he is that good, and he probably is that good. The boxing, the wrestling, it's all there. So that just makes me so hyped for this fight.
An instant fan. You will become.
We will see.
And you already know how it feels when you have to bounce back. You already have a 7 professional defeat. I have 0. So you're gonna do it once again really well. I don't have any doubts about that. You are a great example of that.
He said, you've already got 7 losses on your record, Max. Well, yeah, that's true. But Max signed with the UFC when he was 21, and we're talking people like Volkanovski 3 times. They were close fights. Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier for the interim lightweight champ going up a division. So there's no shame. It's not like he was getting beaten by, you know, random prelim fighters. You know what I'm saying?
I want to scare you a little bit.
Of what? You gonna scare?
Of what? Tranquilo, chico, tranquilo. Solo muéstrate.
Max.
Solo muéstrate. Pim, pam, pum.
You got to see Max Holloway a little bit mad. It felt like Ilia Topuria has now gotten to a point where Max doesn't like him.